Authenticity is a word that you see bandied around a lot on brands. Whether it's being made with authentic ingredients or made to an authentic recipe, in a world busy with brands trying to be authentic, how do you differentiate yourself? Is it possible to be even more authentic than the competition, or do you have to find a better workaround? In this episode, we're going to be looking at one of our pack designs and how we solved that problem for Gazebo Foods. One of the best things about working on food brands is that the client often tends to send you lots of samples. When the range is as expansive as Gazebo Foods, that set of samples can often turn into a buffet. The products are quite simply amazing. Each of the dishes and snacks are made in small batches by people who really know their stuff. But then, I suppose I would say that. In fact, so would the client. In fact, any food brand. So you can never really simply rely on we're the best tasting product out there as your point of difference, or the mechanism that you use to communicate authenticity. The problem that you always come up against with food brands is that there is no such thing as try before you buy, so the pack has a lot of hard work to do in order to sell the credentials of the product inside. Gazebo Fine Foods have specialised in authentic Indian food for over 35 years. They were looking to expand their range of snacks and meal packaging into other world food offerings beyond just Indian and elevate the range into a more premium offering. The existing offering lacked differentiation across all of the different meal solutions, with consumers and retailers confused about authenticity, quality credentials, and the different price points of the offerings. This often happens when you have similar products available in different retail outlets, as clients take a monolithic approach to the design rather than structuring it and creating tiers with different offerings available for different price points. Some world foods can seem a little bland and lackluster. They can follow an almost pastiche approach using cheesy visual shortcuts which tend to make them look, well, a little cheap. Authenticity isn't just about making things to a traditional recipe. Authenticity is about how your consumers actually engage with your product. There is a huge rebellion from consumers with regards to mass manufacture and a desire to get a more personalised, small batch approach to meal offerings. And this is where street food can play a much more active role to help communicate authenticity. Street food is not just about the eating, it's about the hustle, bustle and vibrancy of the contemporary urban street market. It was that proposition that gave us the perfect positioning for the Gazebo brand. Street food is about using all of your five senses and adding some colour to your life. We wanted to make the consumer feel as though they'd been transported to a bazaar in a country far away and bombard them with all the sights, smells and culture these countries had to offer. Interestingly, the big idea for this came from a team night out. We'd been out on a team activity day and had followed this with a meal at a restaurant in the far west of London. We'd stumbled across, almost by accident, an old Indian restaurant that had walls adorned with old Bollywood posters, some of which had peeled off and other posters hurriedly placed over the top. It reminded me very much of walking through the streets of East London, where you have years' worth of bands posters layered over the top of one another. It created a great visual shortcut to the urban street scene, the hustle and bustle and the myriad of different sights and sounds and smells and events that have been going on. It was also a great metaphor for the different layers of flavour for each of the meals and the array of textural experiences when diving into a street food banquet, the discovery of flavours and decades of experience that go into creating the most authentic street food. This peeled off poster effect gave us a great device to use across all of the range in order to create differentiation from what was already out there. It also provided a great visual shortcut to street scenes in any city, in any country around the world. The next time you're in a street food market, have a look around. You'll be amazed at all those visual props that combine to create the urban street food environment. And as the great Ferris Bueller once said, if you don't slow down every once in a while and look around, you might miss something. Well, that's it. That's a wrap, as they say. I hope you found it informative. If it adds value, then please do subscribe. I'm Al, owner and creative director of Slice Design. You can follow me on my LinkedIn page, which is linkedin.com/in/Alan Gilberty, or you can follow us on our company website, which is slicedesign.co.uk. So until next time, have a fantastic week and keep well.